So Raheem Sterling has left Chelsea. He's a free agent. He can be signed at any time. Doesn't matter about the transfer window. And for a club like ours, in our position, in need of some serious reinforcements, could Sterling be an option? Is he worth a punt? Now, I'm going to put the case to you guys. Let me know your opinions in the comments below, and I'll let you know my opinion at the end. But let's start with the player himself. So Raheem Sterling, he's a free agent. He's been at Chelsea for the last couple of years. He's basically gone from being a regular first teamer to being completely out of the matchday squad. He hasn't played any first team football since last season when he was on loan at Arsenal, where he didn't pull up any trees either. But, you know, in favour of taking a punt on Sterling, you've got to think that this guy is only 31 years old, okay? He's an 82 cap England international. He's won the Premier League 4 times. He scored bundles of goals. He was England's best player for a couple of years, wasn't he? I think, was it Euro 2020? Yeah, Euro 2020. Well, Euro 2021 because of COVID, but he was absolutely outstanding for England. He ran the show. He was one of our best players. And like I say, for a club like ours, in need of some serious attacking reinforcements, and with our left-wing options very, very limited indeed, he's got to be a no-brainer, hasn't he? You know, you take him on a short-term contract till the end of the season. He can't command the sort of wages that he was getting at Chelsea. I think it's been reported he was on 300 grand a week. Now, he ain't going to get 300 grand a week because he ain't got a leg to stand on. He's got no leverage. So you could offer the guy a reasonable wage, and when I say reasonable, I'm talking sort of 100, 150 grand a week, contract to the end of the season. He's already come out and stated that he doesn't want to leave London, doesn't want to uproot his family, so that's another box ticked. And I'm not being funny. If you give me the choice between Matisse Tell, Wilson Odebear, Randall Kolo Muani, Richarlison, whoever else, Jed Spence, whoever else we've tried on that left-hand side of attack, none of these boys, even in their prime and at peak fitness, come close to an on-form Raheem Sterling. You know, I think he's still got a lot to offer. I think he'd slot into the side. You know, if obviously it'd take him a little while to get up to speed, 2 or 3 games, but if he shows the sort of form that he showed at Man City a couple of years ago and when he first went to Chelsea, be one of the first names on the team sheet. You know, he'd really add to our first 11. And then you say to the guy, listen, you've got a 5-month or a 4-month contract to the end of the season. We've got, 20 odd games left, just less than 20 games left in the league. We're definitely going to have a couple of Champions League games, whatever happens tonight, whether we automatically qualify or whether we go through the qualification round. There's games there for him to play. And you say to him, look, we give you 100 grand a week, contract to the end of the season, you can stay in London. If you do well, you get a 1-year deal at the end of it, and we keep it rolling, you know, until we sort of part company. That's the case for Sterling, and I, you know, like I say, I'll give my opinion at the end. The case against signing Raheem Sterling is, like I've already mentioned, he hasn't played any first team football for a long time. The last time he did play any first team football, he wasn't great. You know, he didn't pull up any trees at Arsenal. Chelsea wouldn't have let him go out on loan unless they were unhappy with him and unhappy with his performances. And you've got to think maybe he's one of these characters like a Michael Owen type, a Wayne Rooney type. He started very, very young. He was in the Liverpool first team at 17. He's played a lot of games. He's got a lot of miles on the clock. Maybe he's just one of those guys that, you know, as they approach their late 20s and early 30s, they just burn out. They don't quite have the fight. He's a very wealthy man, obviously. So he hasn't got money to worry about. He hasn't got to fight for that and fight for any sort of massive contract. But sometimes these players just burn out. And maybe we've seen the best of him. Maybe he's not good enough for the Premier League anymore. It's only going to be a short video. My opinion is, personally, he's well worth a punt. For me, it's an absolute no-brainer. Like I say, Matisse Tell or Sterling? Sterling all day. Odebear or Sterling? Sterling all day. Jed Spence or Sterling? Sterling all day. He's a specialist left winger. I still feel like he's got a lot to offer. He's got goals in him. He's got assists in him. He's a model pro. You know, he's an experienced guy. He comes with a winner's mentality. He's got bags full of trophies, bags full of goals on his record. Let's give the guy a fucking contract to the end of the season. I know Spurs probably won't do it because it goes against their fucking transfer policy of signing promising youngsters that never seem to pay off. But in my personal opinion, let's get him in, give him a 5-month deal or 4-month deal to the end of the season, because we need all the help we can fucking get, let's face it. Like I said at the start of the video, Let me know your opinion. Stick it in the comments below. Should we take a punt on Sterling? My opinion is yes. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.